soul family. Look what I'm looking at out there. The ripples on the water. The ripple effect. I'm thinking everything we say or do, or fail to say or do, has a flow-on-flow effect, right? Like we throw a ripple in we throw a rock in the pond and we get a ripple effect. That ripple effect is beautiful. Let's go outside and take a peek really quick. Chemtrails, losers, losers. I don't understand how they're able to get away with that. Like, I really don't. I watched a post this morning of this guy who was standing in Sedona, and he's looking up at the sky watching this pilot go across the sky, and there was nothing coming from behind the plane. And then he says, you watch. And then all of a sudden, right before he got to where the clouds would cover the plane, he shot it off behind him. It's like, then you see the streak going across the sky. And it's like, really? Don't tell me that you're not spraying toxic chemicals in the air that are causing our eagles and our owls to fall from the sky like you fuckhead. Wow. See, there he is there, and there it is there. Yeah, but that's just jet fuel burning off, right? God. That's why our weather's so effed up, you know? Leave it alone already. Alrighty, well, let's turn this back around to something positive. But, you know, positive is also being aware, you know, and awake. You can't close your eyes to reality. But we will take advantage of all the beauty that's around us. We will just not be stupid, you know? That's the thing. That's the thing. There's so much that people are try to make us, you know, close our eyes to, or maybe even our own selves. I got that this morning, that even our own selves. Spirit brings us messages over and over and over again. Oops, I better not shut Liger out. Brings us messages over and over again. And we close our own eyes to it. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to see it. We're afraid of looking at it. You know, it's either, I don't know, we're afraid of looking at it, or it's too much work, or I don't know. But you can't, you know, ignorance is no excuse. Ignorance is bliss. No, it isn't, especially when you actually know and you're closing your eyes on purpose. All right, fairy tarot. Fairy tarot is what we're doing. Fairy tarot. My eyes landed on there, and my friend just wrote, I wish I was somebody people listen to. It's like, you know what? You don't have to kill yourselves. If they don't listen, they don't want to listen. They're not meant to listen. People wake up and they hear when they want to, and that's the other thing. You know? Remove yourself from the toxic people. You can sit there and scream until you're blue in the face, or you can get yourself sick and drawn into the mire with them. But if they're not going to listen or do anything, why are you there? Why are you being a martyr? You know? You are not going to save them. We have a hard enough time saving ourselves. So wake up, smell the coffee, and recognize that the best way that you can help anyone else is to help yourself first. And when you're in a safe, healthy environment, you're able to help people, right? You don't stay in the muck, in the mire, thinking you're saving someone else. Stupid. That one's pretty clear. Queen of Spring. We like the Queen of Spring. Let's bring this out forward. I hate covering up my all of my beautiful crystals in the background, so I'm going to do it like this. And I'm going to hold this up this way, and then we can see everything. How about that? There. Okay, so except for it is a little dark. Why is that? Because my phone, I found out last night after I finished doing the whole friggin' soul meetup that somehow, and I don't know how it happened because I didn't touch it, because I was clearly talking to you guys, my brightness display, the display section, had been switched and pushed almost to dark all the way. So it's done this again. I don't like this phone, I'm telling you. So the Queen of Spring. First of all, the fact that she's a queen means she knows her business, right? She knows what she's doing. She's intelligent. She hasn't gotten to her position of authority, you know, by sitting on her ass and not paying attention to her guidance from spirit, and not paying attention to her inner wisdom, and by not doing her work. She's done her work. This isn't somebody who was born into the family to be queen, because this is not the royal family as far as material is concerned. This is a spiritual queen. Brilliant, loyal, talented, friendly. Look at her connected, her dragonfly wings. She's able to see past the illusion, right? She's got a light on. She's following that light. It's like a light bulb that's gone off, and she's listening. She's got her eyes focused on that silver bowl in front of her. This to me represent, and there's goblets, and there's let me get my trusty dusty magnifying glass because I want to see in reality everything that's there. So that bowl in front of her is being held up by swans, beautiful swans, and the swans represent transformation and knowing your own beauty, your inner beauty. And down below that, what is that down below? I got to get up close and personal. Hold on a second. I got to really draw this in. So I might lose you guys for a second, but I want to see. What is that? There's a silver. Oh, okay. Thank you, because I was going to lose my mind. She's sitting on a bed. It's a bench. Okay, so it's the bench, but there's something silver in front, and at this point I can't see what it is. Maybe it's just the base. Maybe it's another swan. I'm not certain, but I'm going to lose my mind if I keep there trying to focus on it. The point is, she's focused on something in front of her, right? She's thinking. She's in deep thought. She's wearing a red dress, so she's courageous. She's passionate about what she does and what she believes in. She's connected to nature and spirit. This could either be, to me, she's burning sage. Because look at the smoke rising. Well, there's two things I'm laughing about. She's burning sage, which reminds me that's what I'm going to do today. I told you guys I'm going to go out and pick my sage. I couldn't do it yesterday. It got dark all of a sudden, and I decided instead to take 3 sea salt baths to withdraw any negative and toxic energy that was around, still clinging to me, as well as I kept getting messages about auric tears. So I called in Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael to do a body scan, and if there were any auric, tears in my auric field, they needed to be restitched up, sealed, and any, as I said, the sea salt was drawing out anything that was there and purifying that. Because if your auric field has got a tear in it, then darker energy has got the ability to come in and into your dream space. And that's when you're at your most vulnerable. You're in your dream time there, and I don't want somebody coming in messing up my dreams, confusing my messages. So make sure your auric field, you do a sweep of your auric field, or ask Archangel Michael and Metatron to help you with that. So she's burning sage. She's clearing. She's smart. She's connected to the energy of the world and how it works. She's probably got crystals all around her as well. And she has. She's telling you that you need to believe in yourself, and the fact that there are wonderful people that are wanting to help you. They're around you. She is an example of how to maintain a balance between your home life and your work life. So yes, I'm dressed. I'm paying attention to my spirituality, though. I'm burning off negative energy. I'm connecting to my to outside in nature. That's where I connect to my highest self. So this queen, the fact that it's spring is new beginnings. In what? Relationships, path, creative projects. Maybe you're moving to a new home. Whatever it is, it's new. And also spring cleaning is what she's probably mentally doing spring cleaning like I am. Whatever spirit tells you, whatever nudge you get to take care of something, do it. The fact that we're being shown that again is telling us it's time to burn some sage. So we're going to do it. We're going to listen. I don't get messages and signs and push them away. And sometimes I don't know why I'm being told something and I don't even know what it's concerning, but it doesn't matter. Spirit knows. And right now, they're saying there's some sage that needs to be burned right now. And if this really smokes, you'll realize, clearing my throat, see, clearing right now needs to happen. So thoughts, maybe something you picked up in your dreams, maybe you got a little confused, maybe it's made you a little nervous, you haven't figured things out, and you're starting to obsess over something, so let it go. Now, if it lights up a lot and it burns a lot, you've got a lot to get rid of. I don't. Okay, there's not much there, so that's good. That's nice to know. But still, I wasn't going to push that away. That was something that was being focused upon. So just maybe for me it was, I need to get outside and pick my sage. That's probably what she was telling me. And that was a reminder. And I'm going to pay attention to that. I'm going to do that. And that is the balance between my work life and my home life and my spiritual life, right? Because I sit at this desk and I do my work. Right now, I don't have my work line on. I'm talking to you guys. That's my spiritual work. The going outside and picking my sage is a combination of all. I make my sage so that it's available for others, my sage wands, so that they can use it in clearing and blessing their own spaces. I do sell them, so that is a way I'm able to bring in a little bit of money. There's not a lot, but but I also get outside and I connect with nature and I clear my own energy. So all three things happen. So that's a balance between home and work life, right? The Queen of Spring, she can do so many things it's not even funny. She is able to pull a party together, give a seminar, volunteer, go out and climb a tree, get dressed up and go to an elegant event. She can do all of it. She's able to blend and fit in wherever she needs to go. She's a chameleon. She's a devoted parent. She's very intelligent. She's beautiful, clearly. She's passionate. But the most outstanding quality to this person that is being emphasized today is the fact that she is loyal. She is a true devoted friend. And she's there for you no matter what. And that's why she's loved. However, the fact that she's got this red dress, I mean, look at her. She is no slouch. She is not insecure. She is very, very secure. And she can be very fierce. A fierce competitor. She is not someone you want to mess with. She's independent. She's strong. She's a leader. She likes to have her own way. She is most likely an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. The color red. She's fire. She could be other signs as well, but I think that's funny. What's interesting is you probably will agree with the ideas and the thoughts that come up with her, but if you don't, you're definitely going to have a hard time getting her to come around to thinking the way you're thinking. She's got her mind clear and focused, and when she sets her mind upon something, it'll be a difficult time changing her viewpoint. Doesn't mean she's stubborn, but she can be. So there she sits on her throne, right? And she's thinking, what's next for me? Where am I going? What am I doing? What is of most importance right now in my life? What should I be focusing upon? I'm asking you, Spirit, and I'm connecting with my sacral chakra. And we spoke about that this morning, how I posted an article on how you can visualize your the glowing orange color of your sacral chakra. It's red and orange, the color of fire, moving into the energy of your your sacral chakra and your solar plexus area as well. Use that, but it's mostly your sacral because that's the seat of your sexual energy and your creativity. And as I said, sexual energy is the most vital active force that we have. So when you're trying to figure out something, or if you have an issue or a problem that you're working through, visualize that energy going to your sacral chakra. So she's sitting there contemplating, what is my next move? What do I do? What's going on here? So maybe she's doing that. She's burning her sage. She's connecting to her higher self. She's connecting to spirit. You can visualize it. You don't have to be outside in that beautiful, you don't have to be outside in what we were just out in. It can be snowing, but you can be sitting in your room in meditation, visualizing. Visualizing is huge. You can look at this picture and visualize. It'll be spring in your area of town as well. Soon, right? She's very, very passionate, and she doesn't wait very long before she moves. So this is a quick thinker, a quick mover. She's definitely sounds like an Aries to me. Kind of goes, once the idea strikes, the light bulb moment goes off, and she's ready. Let's do it. Now, this doesn't have to be a female. This can be a male. We are focusing on a woman in your life, however, right now. She is going to then stress for you that you need to trust in your own abilities. She's showing you the fact that you may be under attack. The red dress represents, maybe, as I said yesterday, it could represent anger. It could represent blame. So if you're under fire, she's showing you how to be graceful under fire. I'm not going to back down, but I don't need to get down and wrestle with you, right? She's definitely a good person. And she's telling you, and she's telling you, you need to have the determination to succeed. And you do have it. It's just about acting. So get clear yourself, get focused like she is, ask for your higher self, which way am I going? And when you're calm and ready and grounded, which you get grounded when you're outside, then you act. I like that. I love looking at pictures and doing readings that way, Okay. I wish I could pull this video down for a second so that I could clear the screen and make it a little bit brighter. It bothers me that happens. Correct for neutrality on all levels. One card, the best card for the rest of the day. What is it that you need us to focus on? Please, correct for neutrality on all levels. One card, what is the best? Most important message. How funny, right as I said that, what are we to focus upon? Somebody highlighted a post that I just put up. Focus more on your desire than on your doubt, and the dream will take care of itself. You might be surprised at how easily this happens. Your doubts are not as powerful as your desires unless you make them so. Booyah! That's what I said. That was my post. And right when I said, what is it we're supposed to focus on? Our desires. And let the dream take care of itself. What makes me happy? What can I do to lift my energy? Correct for neutrality on all levels. Banu is still not eating. Third day of him not eating. I keep putting food in for him, and he comes to it, looks at it, and he pushes it away. So he is seeing the food that's in front of him, and he is not wanting to move forward. He's not wanting to take in the knowledge of spirit. So it's telling me something, because this is a reflection of my twin and myself. There's something that we're not taking in. So we're going to focus upon our desires. And this is this is the desire. Here's the number 10. It's a gateway. Spirit wants us to walk through. The 10 of summer. Full blossom. Transformation. Look at them going away on this moth. This is a moth boat. Have you ever noticed that? The moth draws its mate through its pheromones. So it's kind of like a sight unseen. But I feel you. I feel your energy. And see, here you see this happy family. He's playing this musical instrument. So there's harmony, musical harmony, but he's working at it. Remember I brought out yesterday, you need to work at it. You see full transformation all around. There's butterflies flying in the air. The way is lit. It's lit up. Look at the gold and crystals that are all inside of this moth. I love that. And the lilies that have come to the surface. Now lilies, they struggle their way through the mud to get to the sun, but they go to the sun. They go forward they lift their eyes to spirit. They don't stay in the mud. They're struggling their way through the mud, going up to get to spirit. And that's where they will blossom. So you see this family, little kids playing off the back of the boat, and there's magical fairy lights all around. Fireflies. All right, firefly message. Firefly has a message for us this morning. And we're going to share it right now. So the firefly symbolism, they are the illuminators. So if you have been in the dark or down in the muck, the firefly illuminates. They're the illuminators of the night. So a symbol of the spiritual world. They're telling you that things are not always as they seem. I like that message. Things are not always as they seem. I've been getting that message a lot, right? Things are not always what they seem. It's not that bad. So don't get stuck on the negativity. We're going to focus on our desires. So the fact that they are illuminators, but they're little tiny bugs, so often they are insignificant to other people. They're not appreciated as much as an eagle or a swan or some other beautiful animal. However, when the darkness falls, think about the dark night of the soul, or when you have dark thoughts, the fireflies turn into a very remarkable little creature. They are illuminators of the night, right? The fact that they are a contradiction, meaning that they're insignificant and yet they're not, shows that things are not always as they seem, right? They're not assumed. These are the underestimated ones, like that, right? They don't stand out at all, but when the darkness hits, the fireflies shoot off their radiant glow, and they provide a lantern. So this is the lantern that you're going by the light shining down by this little insignificant one. So you may not have the highest position. You may not be in a position of authority. You may not be popular. You may not stand out as somebody in a elite society, or somebody that everyone's looking up to on a platform. But you are lighting the way. You are lighting the way. You're allowing others to follow your light. We all have that light within us. So for humans, the firefly has all kinds of positive, inspiring messages, and you need to pay attention and don't forget about them. The fact that we all have a light within us, and we have a purpose that we should not ignore. That's why don't pretend, close your eyes and go back to sleep. Also, the fireflies, they attract their mates through their light. And what was it, about 3 years ago, I heard in my dream, my twin said to me, "Shine your light and bring me home." He said, "Shine your light and bring me and Lily home." I often wonder about that. Shine your light and bring me and Lily home. So what's interesting is they use them precisely. They have a deliberate plan. So we must as well, and if we're going to be successful in any endeavor. So we have to be conscious and pay attention to all the little intricate things and use precise pinpointing direction in order to achieve the success. Humans, we need to plan and we need to react, in the proper way in order to attract whatever it is that we're desiring, people, places, things, whatever. Also, what's interesting is fireflies don't use heat to ignite their lights that they have. It's a natural process that they have. So heat would be like effort, sweat, so you don't have to drive yourself into the ground to burn your light, because you'll burn yourself out. It needs to be natural, free flowing. It needs to come from us in a healthy way, right? So the firefly, it's an environmentally friendly light bulb, so that's a message to you as well. Think about the environment and the ways that you can use things in efficient ways, economical ways, in order to light your own way, in whatever way that is, spiritual, emotional, mental, physical, right? Use the resources you have and use them sparingly. Don't wear them out. Don't use everything to the last drop. Don't do anything to excess. It's all about balance, right? Be more conscious of the way you live around in this world. As I said, I looked outside and we look up and we see those chemtrails. I can't stop that plane, but I can stop and pick up any trash that I see floating around in my lake. It's polluting the water where my fish live and the water that we need around here. So what can we do to be eco-friendly and appreciate all the aspects of nature, right down to the tiniest little thing, the tiniest little bug? Pay attention to your hummingbird feeders. Careful that you don't leave them out in the hot sun for too long, because it turns the food rotten and it will poison them. They will continue to drink it. And what happens is they get this bacteria that causes their little tongue that they use to go down and drink. It causes it to swell, so they're not able to feed. Also, they'll take that back to feed their little babies, and it will kill them. So be very, very careful with what you do, even when you try to help, right? Be careful about any chemicals that you pour into the ground. And yesterday I went to Walgreens for something, and there was a truck that was sitting there, and it was literally pouring toxic chemicals onto the ground. The fluid, the radiator fluid, was pouring all over the ground. And animals will go there and they'll drink that. They don't know. And it kills them. Be very consciously aware of the condition your vehicle is in. If you're emitting, I'm glad we have smog rules here, for the cars. It's a pain in the ass. It costs money, and I got to get mine redone again for my convertible. But it's very important that we don't emit any toxic chemicals any more than we already are, right? We have to be environmentally responsible with the waste that we use. It also, because it's a light, it represents hope and guidance and inspiration. They're guiding their way, right? Inspiration, little thoughts. Remember, the Queen of Spring sat there and she had that light bulb moment that went off in our head. They ask us to listen to our hearts and have our hearts lead the way to the light, towards the light, to the truth. And clearly they're little symbols of magic to remind us that there is magic in our life. Even if there's chaotic circumstances surrounding us, remember to go back into our inner child and the memories and of the innocence of our inner child, that play, where everything was magical and dreamlike and nothing was beyond our possibilities. The dog days are over, the dog days are done, the horses are coming, can you hear them come? That's the song playing in the background. It's positive energy. These fireflies, they bring back nostalgic memories of childhood and innocence and magic. I love that. And they dance in the sky. Dancing is harmony. And if they're dancing, it makes you think of music. Stoke the fire inside of you and express it joyfully. The firefly brings all kinds of wonderful gifts to us. Illumination, infatuation, freedom, possibility, hope. So many things come forward with the firefly, reminding us that everything is possible and anything is possible as long as that we believe it is. That little one keeps coming to take a drink. I did just change my hummingbird feeder right before I left. And it hasn't been real hot here, so we're good. What else does the 10 of summer talk about? The fact that it's a gateway. Well, summer is when everything blossoms. The gateway is that we're supposed to walk through it when the opportunities arrive. Definitely shows that they're happy. This family is emotionally fulfilled. right? Family doesn't have to be birth family. It can be family and friends, soul family. Talks about raising children in a wise way, teaching them the things that you have learned. Talks about the people in your environment are ones that you can trust. Talks about spending time with the ones that you love, the people you call family. As I said, they could be related to you, or they could be like my soul family, the ones that I've chosen as my soul family. Whatever it is, the love and support is there. My best friend, I woke up this morning, first thing, message was from her. You know? So make room for them in your life right now. That's one way that you're going to light up the darkness in your life. It's worth investing your time and your energy, because we don't get anything for nothing. I spoke about that yesterday in this Family Soul Meetup, how in relationships, it requires work. You see couples that have been married a long time, they didn't get that way just accidentally. You work at it. You work at everything daily, in sexual ways, in physical ways, in emotional ways, in material ways. We work in order to achieve. So it's worth investing your time in the ones that you love. You can have the happy home that you're asking for. Maybe this isn't you. You don't have this yet, but you can have that. You can have anything that you set your mind to. I always said that to my twin. You can do anything you set your mind to. You can have anything you set your mind to. You can manifest this. You have the ability to have a peace-filled, emotionally happy, fulfilling life. This couple has created that for themselves. They've created it by their work and by their love and their dedication to what's important. A beautiful life for themselves and their children. How about a beautiful life for ourselves and the ones that come after us? I said this morning, don't forget why you were here. I posted a song by Lady Antebellum, and it's called Hello World. And I listened to it. I posted it, God, like 7 years ago, and it popped up in my memory feed, Hello World. And I said, isn't it time you remembered why you are here? We are here to enjoy that beauty. We are here to enjoy experience. In spirit, they can watch this, but they can't physically enjoy this the way we can. But how are we able to enjoy this? By protecting it and by showing others how they can get the most joy out of this beautiful place that we call this planet Earth. This is our home right now. We need to take care of it. We need to take care of ourselves and our energy and our environments in order to enjoy it. Thank you so much. Lord, this thing is so annoying, the light on this. And if it's interesting because they call that a butterfly boat. I see a moth, but it could be a butterfly. It just looks a little different. But if it's a butterfly, let's go for that too, because butterfly is all about transformation, right? And it's telling you that butterflies float gently on the air, right? You don't see them beating their wings to death. When it gets too gnarly, they pull aside and they go into a place of shelter. So maybe that's where that butterfly is telling you to go, taking that boat into a place of safety where you can rest and enjoy and connect with nature. It also tells you that the emotional currents that you have been experiencing are going to continue to move and evolve and thrive because everything is in full transformation. It speaks about a happy marriage. You can enjoy a happy marriage. You can have a happy marriage. Maybe you're about to be happily married. But you're definitely looking at or connecting to ones that you can trust. It speaks of relationships that will last and feeling emotionally content. And children, the children that are there, they're being raised wisely by the ones who are connected to their spiritual selves. It's a beautiful message. I love this. Great one to end on. I love you guys.